build on it.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Costa. Loftus-Cheek. Bisavat tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, it's Son Heung-min. That is terrific skill. Llorente shapes the shoots. Yeah, to make a great save.
Well, that was
Hello， 大家好，我是
there to back up his high-class wage.
And it's Vardy. Out wide to the right. Schneider shoots! Saved only by poor finishing.
Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
Son Heung-min. Roberto is running with the ball at his feet. They got the only goal to make it 1-0. Loftus-Cheek. Big chance! In it goes! And this is getting better and better. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
The first half is done. Would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And Vardy! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Oh, he really wanted that.
But that's the motivation and enthusiasm he shows, and the quality he produces.
Place it, and the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Costa tried to play it through.
Diego Costa encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vardy with a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, he's been at the centre of a lot of things, hasn't he? Mostly good, I should add.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Gets it upfield. Skirtle positions himself well and cuts it out. Vardy is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Llorente with a delicate ball. The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Tottenham are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration.
Well played, he saw that coming.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people. Hits one! And he's kept it out. Time for changes on both sides, actually. That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Loftus-Cheek, Diego Costa, in with a header! Mourinho
Plays it forward. Tries a through ball. And that will be the final act. Leicester always looked the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the result. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Leicester won thanks to a discipline.
Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. And our live game is Leicester against Liverpool. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beggar.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I would think,
Header! He's scored!
listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Leicester have an early lead. Good start. Leicester scoring early, again in keeping with their trend of recent weeks. Loftus-Cheek plays it. Has a pop! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Done very well to intervene. Leicester were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Good offside that time.
Well, he now knows that he has to lock in the timing. Success and failure depends on it.
Gets it upfield. And it's Diego Costa. Costa plays it out to the flank. Oh, that's a waste. Lucas Moura. He scored inside the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Can he score? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Wijnaldum. Thuram. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leicester come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. Here we go again then. Leicester carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Goalkeeper's ball. Bonucci. Liverpool have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
Chooses to go back. Diego Costa shoots! And in it goes! And with that goal comes comfort! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Leicester making another change here. Leicester have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Now it's Costa. He's left his man. Lucas Moura. Leicester still contemplating when to use their last remaining substitute. Juan Mata. Costa passes it through. Has it out wide now. Whipped in. Keeper's ball. And it's Vardy. Tries a through ball. Is it in? More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And they are cruising away!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Time for changes on both sides, actually. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. So who's he picking out? He's got options out wide. Shapes the shoots! And time is up. Leicester a class apart. Opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And here we have Leicester against Crystal Palace. Well, this guy's being talked about plenty right now, Jim. Just how good is he?
I think he's very good, and based on potential, he can go a considerable way towards the top. His development to this point has been almost perfect, and
shoots! Marvellous goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Oh look, this is just what the fans wanted.
He's had a shot! Saved only by poor finishing.
Sneijder will probably beat himself up after that as the sole culprit.
So what now? Looks to slip it through. Is it in? There's a goal!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Crystal Palace grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Leicester were imperious when the two sides last met. And the fans are asking for more of the same. Played back in. Bonucci. And it's Juan Mata. Loftus-Cheek, Vardy, away from immediate danger, could move up a gear here, played out to the right, he's left his man, a chance to play it in, has a hit! And there's the end of the first half, genuinely interesting game here, very, very watchable, 2 goals, 1 each. Been a decent 45 minutes, competitive certainly, and a goal each. And so we're off again. Tries a through ball, going through. Sneijder. Crystal Palace have their manager to thank for the last result.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due.
Can he finish?
Snuff.
Shapes the shoots! And he has been fouled there. Denis Suarez. And Denis Suarez! Good challenge, he just stood firm. So who's he picking out? Tries one! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, and you can hear how the crowd are reacting to this too.
Just brushed off the ball there. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now the pass. Walcott gets up to head it! And he's there to hoof it away.
Crystal Palace merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win.
Costa!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Goes wide. Gorgeous control there. And it's Walker. Juan Mata. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment, and it ends all square. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
We have already started here. Owen! And he's there to hoof it away. Dinks won it. Up he gets! We've got to go! is the breakthrough! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
Leicester take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Tries one! Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Now can he finish? Done very well to intervene. And it's Schneider. Schneider goes up and over. Michael Richards finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Leicester scoring in the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Tries a through ball. Juan Mata. It's anyone's ball. Now it's Schneider. He's gone for it! They've done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Towering header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now the pass. Hutton with the delivery. There is the half-time whistle. Do look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leicester ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Now it's Vardy. Great leap! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! And surely that settles it! Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. 3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Going to throw in. Has a swing at it! Aimed long and direct. Looking to shoot! Forward pass. Oh, he's in! Hits one!
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
Shoots! And he's done very well to deal with it.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Forward it goes. And that's that. Leicester a class apart. Opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Leicester simply imposed their strength from...
Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. The teams then, Leicester against Manchester. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this could be all about the power of Yaya Toure. When he switches to a higher gear, the rest of the team seems to follow. And
he's gone for it! Dispatched clinically. Leicester give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it? Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Juan Mata. He's in, surely! David Silva plays it forward. Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Krul catches it safely. Toure floats one over. Toure needed to come up with a better ball.
oh, that just required a bit more oomph.
Is it in? Shakes the shoots. It's wide, but only just. Into the channel. Forward it goes. And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leicester leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're already into the second period. Leicester carry a one-goal lead into the second half. Right through the middle. He's left his man. Shoots! Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Juan Mata. Juan Mata's cross. Played back in. He'll have a dip! Can't get the better of his opposite number. Looking to shoot! Jamie Vardy is having a party! Two to the good! They have breathing space! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Leicester take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage.
Heads it! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Going for goal! There it is! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Manchester have decided now is the time to make their final change. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan couldn't...
And the finish! They've done it! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Martin is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Leicester take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Up to meet it! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Tries a through ball, going through, he slid it through, hits one! That's gone a long way up and away. Dinks one in. Krul can pick that up. Manchester keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Chip through. Well played, he saw that coming. Sidwell. Chance to break. And it's Kompany. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now the pass. He's played him through. Juan Mata, he's gone for it! And in again! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
And just like that, he helps himself to another hat-trick. Leicester, their final change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Leicester. And there goes the final whistle. So now do you believe? You have to. Just 2 more steps to glory. Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.